Carnivore diet plus biscuits equals fun.
I am a vegan. You are a loser.
Go vegan. At least people can't complain my teeth are yellow now. They're black. Take that. So I want to clear up some confusion about what I actually ate over this past 11 months on the carnivore, not even close to carnivore enough diet apparently. Jesus, monkeys. I thought the vegans were bad when I didn't do veganism right. The carnivores are even worse. Same cult, different building. Second floor for the vegans, first floor for the carnies. Because they don't have the cardiovascular system to climb stairs without a heart attack. So obviously I don't remember every single meal I've eaten over the past 11 months, but when I decided to do this carnivore thing, I wanted to jump in and do nothing but meat to eliminate completely fiber. Zero fiber, that was the goal. So that's what I did. I went to the grocery store in Thailand and I was like, oh my god, I was disgusted. It was gross. I'm used to smelling sweet ripe mangoes and then I'm like picking dead bodies out, covering my hand in plastic. It was gross. Absolutely gross, but I did it. I pushed through the mental barriers, and we made it happen. So I got like chicken carcasses for the bone broth. I was like, okay, we're gonna do a GAPS style carnivore diet. I tell you, I get so many suggestions for people telling me to do things I'm already doing. Just tune into the show here. Just watch an episode or two. It's like, you should do bone broth, bro. It's like, I invented it. Been doing that from day one. They're like, you must eat organs, you idiot. You're not eating organs. They get so mad at me. It's like, I'm eating organs all the time. I buy grass-fed beef liver and I eat a bunch of it for a couple days and then I take a break. Me and my cat eat it. Someone's knocking at the door. What if it's a delivery? So basically I wanted to sample each part and find out like what's the best tasting, what's my body needing. I tried like beef stomach, a bunch of weird shit. I was trying all the organs. I wanted to be a freak about it. Pure freak. So I was having the bone broth, any meat, any freak meat, any organ. Just get it all in, see how I taste, how I feel, how I taste. It's not English. The vegan brain deterioration is already kicking in. Low in Cowhoof 9 already. I can't even get it now, so I just gotta face it. So I did that for maybe 2 months straight. I have no idea. And I wanted to add in plants because I was worried about eating too much protein. I was worried about the kidneys, and rightfully so. You all saw it. Y'all saw the creatinine levels rising. All the carnivore dieters have it. Stray Reg has it. Tafano has it. We'll get to Tafano. Oh, we'll get to it. So I wanted to add in more fat, and I wanted to add in more plant fat. See if I can handle something, so I tried olive oil, and immediately my nose clogged up. I was like, what the hell is this shit? I'm allergic to olive oil. And all of my little plant experiments usually would last like a couple days. I tried the olive oil 2 days in a row, and my nose was clogged. I stopped eating it. I tried macadamia nuts maybe a couple weeks later, and I didn't like how that fiber felt in my gut. So I stopped immediately. These little experiments, you were never carnivore, was like 1 or 2 days at a time over 11 months. Tiny little midget jumps onto the stool of life. I said from the beginning my goal was like a keto diet. I want to add in plants. I used to be able to tolerate them. I want to add them back. And I seem to keep having trouble with them. I never had trouble with avocado on the vegan diet, but all of a sudden you take all plants away, I lose my microbiome, and they're lazy now. They don't digest a damn plant. That should be a warning sign. Didn't Sean Baker say if he eats an apple, he gets back pain? You think that's normal? You think because apples are so toxic? It's just cleaning out his liver. I'm telling you, it awakens something. You start going on the plants after a while on the carnivore diet, then it shows you your true state of health. This is hippie shit, I know. Unconfirmed by any science. That's what I'm feeling in my body. I have all this pain. I got gout in my foot, the bottom of my foot. Never had that in my life. pure uric acid crystals of night time. Bedtime stories. And they're scary. I can barely walk. My ankles. I have all this cankle pain. Freaking cankle pain. All from the meat. And the fruits and veggies woke it up. They allowed it to come out. If I stayed on the carnivore, it wouldn't have happened. But it's building. Trouble is brewing in your neighborhood. It'll come. It'll come. So for the most part, I'm eating nothing but meat, but trying little plants here and there. And yes, did I go a little crazy sometimes on the coconut water? Why do you think I was adding these things in? I didn't feel good on the meat. Something was missing. I had no energy. I was like, what am I missing? Is it carbs? Maybe I need some carbs. And I felt better on the coconut water. Carny coconut water diet. So it's like, it's benefiting me. I need this. Help me, please. And people keep saying I'm failing because I'm eating so much sugar. And it was like, have 2 cups of coconut water a day, still in keto ratios. Like, did I go crazy on some things? Yeah, the ketchup. I tried ketchup one time, and it was so delicious, I couldn't believe it. And then I felt like it wasn't benefiting me, and in stupid vegetable police fashion, I finished off the bottle instead of just throwing it out. So, yeah, I made a video, what I eat in a day video, and I just slathered it on there. That didn't continue. That was like maybe 4 days, 5 days of ketchup, and then I didn't touch ketchup again. It's not like I was on the ketchup diet, even though the video was titled Ketchup Diet. It's a good diet. So yeah, I was trying these high sugar things to hopefully give me some energy, and it was working, but like the raw honey, Carnivore, by the way, animal product, even though it's a questionable one, because bees are chewing plants and spitting them out. It's basically a plant, but it's made by animals. Animals do suffer, so it's okay. It's fine. So I was trying the honey, cucumber juice for the hydration. I was so dehydrated on that stupid carny diet. I mean, look at Three Ridge right now. Guy's eating more fruit than most fruitarians, but that's fine. No, he's doing it right. He can do it. You can't do it. It's like, we should be able to tolerate these foods. If you can't, you're damaged, not your diet. That didn't even make sense. So a lot of people are making response videos to me leaving carnivore, and I did want to hear Frank Defano's opinion on it, since he's like one of the few thriving, we'll get to that, carnies in Carney land. This is awkward. I should have planned this shot better.
We haven't really seen the foods he's been eating, and he hasn't actually shown us him eating meat, where when he used to do vegan videos, he used to show the food he was eating all the time.
Out of respect for vegans and my past vegan self, I'd never liked how vegans would just go and then eat meat on camera as a huge disrespect to their former audience, so I didn't want to do that, but I have shown it eventually, maybe like 9 months into it, I finally showed it, a what I eat in a day video. You can see what I eat. I've made many what I eat in a day videos, I ain't hiding nothing.
He has created a negative affiliation of his recent blood work changes with the carnivore diet, but hasn't really been following a carnivore diet, and even if he was, he isn't doing it in a manner that would be conducive to fixing his health issues.
He has no idea what I even eat, but I'm doing it wrong. Like, he emailed me with a bunch of suggestions that I was already doing, most of them. Just the vitamin D3 I wasn't doing, that was it. I was eating the fatty fish, which is full of iodine, and the DHA. I was having organ meats. I was having fat, like extra fat. I got the raw, grass-fed bison fat. It was so gross. It was so cheesy weird. It's like I was doing everything he said I should do. I was still suffering.
His creatinine levels were above average in the reference range, but this is very typical of anyone on a ketogenic or carnivore diet, as they're consuming more protein. Extra creatinine is a byproduct of creatine, and meat contains creatine. So it only makes sense that consuming more meat would raise your creatinine levels. This isn't an indicator of kidney function, it's just an indicator that your body is excreting more of a waste product.
Is that why you wear women's makeup to hide the dark circles under your eyes? Yeah, that's right. That's right. I didn't include Frank Defano in my Keto Eyes video out of respect for him reaching out to me with offering me advice, but he was in there. He was #1 on my list, and he's young and he has them, the dark circles under the eyes, kidney damage from his high protein consumption. So him saying, oh, don't worry about it, it's just creatinine, it's the muscle. So much muscle I have, and that's why. I still have some. Carnies are hiding in the woods on this issue. It's not a joke here. They're trying to say that because we work out and we eat more protein, we have more creatine in our muscles. And we use that so much because we have so much muscle. And then, yeah, we have a little more creatinine byproduct. Doesn't indicate kidney. Yeah, it does. You have more muscle because you ate more animal protein, which damages the kidneys, and that's why you got the high creatinine. And you can try to debunk me. Just post your scientific papers down below and I will just say, oh, here's a mirror in front of your face, look at your eyes. You have kidney bags. You got the kidney bags. You debunked your own self. You debunked your own damn self.
If he was consuming, 20% protein, 80% fat like he should have, then his creatinine levels would have arguably been much lower.
Have you seen any of my videos? Have you seen that T-bone steak, which was fatty in itself with the mountain of butter on it? Did you miss that one? I was eating nauseating amounts of fat. It was disgusting. The amount of fat you need to eat for these so-called experts is nauseating and unpalatable. It's gross. That bison fat, I was having half ground beef, organic ground beef, the 80%, because you can't get fattier than that organic in my neighborhood. And then another equally sized pure fat patty. It was gross, and that was raw. I kept that raw. I ate your balanced of cooked, raw, and fermented, the high liver.
Most people consume too much protein when they start a carnivore diet. This is probably what he was doing. So, as I said, if he was doing the diet in a proper way, with the right macronutrient ratio of fat to protein, his creatinine levels would have likely been drastically lower.
This is the equivalent of like a naturopath having a client come in and not filling out any questionnaire, and then him just giving advice. Okay, I think you should change this. What, you're already doing that? Oh, we should have questionnaires or something. I would have known that. Sorry for wasting your time, but I think your kidneys are damaged since you have your ankles smell bad. That's usually the first sign. So we're gonna write up a little script here for you.
I said he was likely vitamin D3 deficient because of his energy levels, and lo and behold, he gets his blood tested. His vitamin D3 is abysmally low at 60 nanomoles per liter. This is supposed to be around 200 for optimal health. He said he was in the sun for a while, but you need to be consuming certain vitamins as well as cholesterol from animal foods to be able to metabolize vitamin D3 properly.
There's just so many things wrong with what he said. I was in Thailand on the carnivore diet, so I was eating all the cholesterol, saturated fat, every precursor, all the organs out there, like everything. So I should be able to make vitamin D from that sun. And not only that, I've been supplementing it now and it hasn't changed my energy at all. Like, there's no way that's why I was tired. I never thought it would be, but I'm supplementing now. I feel nothing. I feel zero difference from it.
And just to sum things up, I mean, the general quality of meat that Vegetable Police has been eating is very poor, from high omega-6 pork and chicken, processed meats like bacon, lack of organ meats as well as quality fat. If he was to focus on wild-caught fish, a much higher food quality, and add a bunch of organ meats in here and there, he would have been much better off.
So the grass-fed pastured lamb wasn't high quality enough. You need lambs that were raised in a king's room, fed gold and allowed to wear the crown for 7 minutes a day, so they feel important. Is that where you get your lambs? All the meat I got was either grass-fed or organic, or at least hormone and antibiotic free. When I did have the chicken, that wasn't a huge part of my diet, but yeah, I had chicken because if I eat too much beef, I seem to get beef herpes. Just beef herpes everywhere. So I was like, why the hell's that happening? Is there another meat that doesn't do that to me? Chicken seemed to be okay. Yeah, it's higher in omega-6, but I ate fish as well. All the fish I ever ate was wild caught. Sometimes I had the cans of sardines. Are those even wild? I debunked myself immediately. That's embarrassing. But for the most part, did I do the carnivore diet wrong? Yeah, you could say I did it wrong. I wanted to add in plants. I treated it as an elimination diet and wanted to add in plants. But the ones I added in were like cucumber juice, celery juice to help the digestion, beneficial plant foods to keep my organs alive instead of deteriorating like they were. If anybody thinks the cucumber juice was the downfall for me in my carnivore diet, it's like, why wasn't it bothering me before on my high-fat vegan diet when I was having the celery, cucumber juice, big salads? It's like, how come I could digest it then, and now I have one little piece of macadamia nut and I'm crouched, freaking hunched over in pain? Still, despite all that, I felt pretty darn good on that carnivore diet. I had some energy issues, the skin finally cleared up, the digestion wasn't perfect, but it was doable, it was decent, it didn't smell very good. Carny poos, you're losers. It smells like raccoons in a swamp. Every time. It's gross. You're gross. But for the most part, I'm adding in these plants because I wasn't feeling good on just meat. Something had to change. It had to be something else missing. Because just meat, I had no energy whatsoever. And the more fat, the worse I felt. I think it's just because it clogs your liver up. Liver whore. So I think I had a pretty good run at it. All organic. I did it about as good as somebody could reasonably be expected to do. Because we're all gonna cheat here and there, and my cheats were like healthy things. Kombucha was the worst thing I ever did. And that could be considered healthy. It's possible. It's so acidic it might melt the meat for you. So, that's it. We're done. Thank you for watching the video today. Consider thumbing it up if you liked it. I thought they removed this feature. Thumbs down if you're frying up a squirrel and you're gonna eat the nuts in his belly. That sounds good. Roasted squirrel sack belly nuts. Just family tradition waiting to happen. So, we're done. Thank you so much for buying an I'm a Donkey Bitch t-shirt. And subscribing for more videos. And I'll see you in the next one.